All right, Frederick, we're gearing up to deck the halls here in central Georgia. In fact, a few may have already started. As we break out the lights, there is nothing more frustrating, though, than half of the strand just being burned out or the whole thing not working at all. This morning, we're showing you how to make the most of your lights and make them last in season after season. Yes, it's a little early, but the shelves are stocked, and if you want the best selection of Christmas decor, now is the time to get it, especially if it involves lights. So here are some tips to make sure you keep those new lights you buy this year working year after year. First things first, LED lights last longer in general, but do cost more up front. Here's what I mean. At Lowe's, the traditional incandescent bulbs are just $3.98 for a box of 100, while a box of LED lights are $8.98. And at Home Depot, the traditional incandescent bulbs are just $3.48 for a box of 100, while a box of LED lights are $9.98. A box of incandescent bulbs will last 1 to 2 seasons, while LED bulbs should last 4 to 5 seasons. As you're putting up the lights, you always want to seal any exposed plug or joint to keep moisture out. This could be using a cover on plugs or taping exposed plug ends with electrical tape. Whether they're LED or incandescent, you never want to use fasteners that would pierce the wiring. The wires inside are thin and very fragile. Because of that, you'll want to take care of the cords when taking those lights down, and packing up properly can add life to those lights too. Never wrap them too tightly, and always be sure to store them in a cool and dry location during the off-season. Lastly, keep those extra bulbs that come in the packs, because more often than not, all you'll need to do is replace a bulb and your strand will be working again. All right, so some good information there, and something else is just kind of a preview to next week. We're going to be talking about live Christmas trees. The LED lights here are also better for live Christmas trees because they're not as warm, and that will make them last a little bit longer. But perhaps the most important thing to making your lights last is, I'm going to move these out of the way real quick and show you this thing here. This is one of these plug sealers. When you connect the lights, you seal them up like this, and you latch it. That's going to keep the water out of it. Wow. And then something like this, too, that they had at Lowe's and Home Depot. It's a plug sealer as well, so you can just tape up the edge of that, and you're going to keep the moisture out as well. But, yeah, nothing more frustrating than having the lights come out and not be working.
I got to tell you, those fancy gadgets, though, we didn't have those when I was growing up. My dad would just throw them in the box, and then he'd be so frustrated, you know, over the next Christmas because they didn't work. Also, the extra lights that you get, too, that's good advice to keep those because I always just toss them because I never really need them. Yeah, just replace the one that's broken and the strand should work again. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for that. Getting us ready for the Christmas spirit and how you can save those lights for sure. Well, as we go